Welcome everyone in HueFin News. Today is June 16, 2018, and this is our daily cryptocurrency market news analysis. We're here to give you all the news according to the charts, and you all can definitely tell that the market generally is still within a consolidation range. Nothing too much has changed from the previous 24 hours from us doing this video. As a matter of fact, you can still see that Bitcoin is trending a little higher, up 0.69%. Last trade was $6,525.90 according to Bitfinex. So now you can see here on this daily price chart for Bitcoin that strength is a little bit coming into the market. We're holding support quite well around $6,300. The volume definitely, I would like to see a little bit more. Granted, that tells us that the consolidation is still ongoing for Bitcoin. Also on the 3-hour chart, you can see that we are maintaining strength above $6,300 as I just mentioned. We even on this last completed widespread up bar, you can see that we were actually able to bounce off that price and came right back towards $6,500, and now that is acting as support in Bitcoin. That literally tells us that we are stair-stepping our way up to higher prices. If we break 6,500, 6,400, then definitely we are coming back down towards the support area of $6,300 in Bitcoin. Quick look at the 1-hour bars. You can see that we are maintaining strength above 64.80, but currently there is some stockpile coming in the market. And literally the next 1-hour bar, if we still close above this previous close, then it tells us that the market participants were buying all the selling that came into this market, and I would be expecting Bitcoin to move higher if that's going to be the case. If Bitcoin in fact breaks, or the next 1-hour bar closes below the previous close, then we're going to continue to move back down to the downside. Okay, so I just want to bring that on your radar. Indecision currently is going on for this particular space. Take a quick look at the 30-minute bar, and you can still tell that the stockpile is definitely coming in the market, and we're moving higher ever so slightly in Bitcoin. So as long as we can maintain that, then I'm looking for Bitcoin to move higher in price. Now the next logical area that we cannot break is $6,500. So that is the crucial price that you need to be watchful for, because if we break it, then my analysis will change to moving to the downside. So now we're going to go ahead and take a look at EOS. So EOS as well is continuing this consolidation from the last couple of days. On a larger time frame, you see that $10 is holding that support, and resistance is all the way around $12. They're currently trending lower, down 0.5%, 0.45%. Last trade was $10.63. And again, this is another probable precursor of strength in the market for EOS. Definitely is a good thing to see this particular bar on the daily price chart. But again, we're not necessarily stating that we're out the woods yet in EOS. That $10.80 is coming in as resistance at the moment. So we definitely need to get a little bit more volume than what came in on this 3-hour bar in order for us to move higher price. If that volume does not pick up, then we will continue to move back down to the downside. Quick look at the 1-hour bar for EOS. You can tell that the market is coming across a huge resistance area around like $10.70. The market is having a hard time breaking through that price, which is why I was reiterating the fact that we need to get more volume than what we see here in order for us to move higher. If that does not occur, EOS is going to continue to move back down to the downside. We're looking at the 30-minute bars now for EOS, and you can tell that we're simply in a consolidation period. Market is not necessarily moving lower, but there's still some stockpiling weakness that definitely resembles the fact that there's not that much strength that is willing to push us higher in price at this moment. So what we're looking for in EOS is that continued consolidation to where $10.70, possibly $10.75 is going to be the resistance, and support is definitely going to be initially around $10.60 all the way back down to $10.50. So either way the volume picks up in the direction that the EOS is going to move is the way that the market is going to go. Okay, so currently we're within consolidation. There's still some weakness here, but we're not necessarily moving to the downside. We definitely got some strength here in the background of this chart. So we are leaning more towards EOS continuing to move higher in price. But if we get higher volume on push to go down bars or any other precursors of weakness to break $10.60, then we're going to come down to lower prices, initially to $10.50 on down. Okay, so my analysis for EOS is for them to continue to move higher, but we are still paying attention to the fact that there is still weakness here and that there is a slight probability that it can move to the downside. So now let's take Ethereum for the last one today. So we're taking a look at Ethereum. You can see that they're up 1.15%. Last trade was $500.23, and the market as well for Ethereum is holding quite well at $480 as support. Taking a look at the 3-hour bars for Ethereum, you can see that we had a very strong push to go bar, and the market is still giving us a probable precursors of strength. So this next 3-hour bar definitely has to continue movement to higher prices in order for us to break out. So that's literally what we're waiting for in Ethereum, and for a lot of these other cryptocurrencies that's within the top 10. We definitely got to keep watch out for that because there's still some weakness here in this space. Ethereum is finding resistance at 500, maybe around $504. Strength is still here at the moment. So you would expect this currency to continue to move higher in price, albeit $504 is resistance, so it might not move that high. And also you can see that this volume is not here at the moment as well for Ethereum. So we necessarily don't have a lot of buying going on in Ethereum. 30-minute bars as well shows you that we are maintaining some strength at the moment. We are looking for them to continue to move higher in price. Might want to come up to 502 or even 504 because we are severely lacking that volume that we saw on this previous up move to bring us towards where we are trading now. So if we don't get that movement higher in price, expect that consolidation to continue in Ethereum. 504 all the way back down to $484 is those resistance and support areas. But the moment that we break this $500, $501 resistance area, it will be no problem for Ethereum to come all the way up to around 510 throughout trading tomorrow. So I'm expecting that to occur for this currency paired against the USD. So that's all I have for today. If you guys are interested in getting more of this analysis, this forward price predictions that we are giving you, you can definitely become one of our members on our HueFin News Patreon page. It's only $3 a month. Definitely something that you cannot be without because we are positioning ourselves for the movement, whether it's higher or lower in price, because we are an unbiased news organization according to the charts. So make sure you all maintain your profitability, and I will talk to you all later.